Coming off a disappointing loss in the first round of the college football playoff, the UMass Minutemen hit the recruiting trail hard once again. Four-star commits. We're finally starting to get that upper echelon of talent. And we'll start the year in sunny California. Rose Bowl getting us hot. And the pass to Brandon Hood is picked off, and it's going to be returned for the score. We'd get a field goal later on in the drive, and Cortez Bragg would give the Minutemen the lead. A bit of a quarterback controversy, as Jay Scharf is the signal caller. Blake Herbert hitting the transfer portal, and the game-winning score over a top 25 Big Ten team. Minutemen making a statement once again that they belong in the upper echelon of college football. We're going to head on the road once again, nothing but road games against Power 4 opponents in the non-con, and the tight end on the RPO is going to get us an early lead over the Buffs. Brandon Hood around the outside, a key block there, one man to beat, the 30, 20, can he get brought down from behind? He will not. The UMass Minutemen storming to a huge lead. Going to look for the drag route. Pedro in down at the 1, I believe. Incredible start to this game. A defensive touchdown. And we'll take another one there. Cortez Bragg into the end zone. And a dominating effort giving us a 2-0 season record. We'll get Snodgrass, the 4-star wide receiver. If you've been paying attention, you know we are only recruits out of New England State. Snodgrass, a big one, a program-defining commitment. We'll get a nice passing touchdown to the tight end to give us a victory, as Snodgrass gets player of the game. It shall not be his final one in the maroon and white. In State College, this deep one to Shadeen. The slot fade inside the 10 is completed. 3rd and goal. And we're going to hang on to the ball. Cortez Bragg. Awesome catch there. Jay looking, surveying the field. Can he get a block into the end zone? He's stonewalled a couple yards shy, but we're going to get this drag route to get us back in the sweet nectar of the end zone. The jet touch pass, and we've got an 18-point lead. Penn State marching back, 4th and 1 on our own side of the field, and we'll give the ball back. But somehow our defense coming up with the biggest stop of program history, and we have another top 25 win on the road. We'll head to the gray turf here in Ypsilanti. A deep ball here to Pedro. Nobody's catching him. We're into the end zone once again. UMass already up by a score, looking for more. The angle route to Brandon Hood. We do believe in Brandon Hood. He needs a block from 88, and he's going to get it. Springing loose down the field. Brandon Hood going all the way for the score. Screen pass back to Brandon Hood. He's got some blockers in front of him. Can he get into the end zone? Stopped a yard shy, but already one of the best games of Jay Schraff's career. So we're going to look to Shendine on the deep pass. Tackled again at the 1. Complete domination in our conference opener. The sophomore with a big-time performance getting player of the game honors. And Brandon Hood would be the conference player of the week. So much offensive success. Nearly 300 passing yards in a 4-score game. Man left wide open. It's Snodgrass, and the game's first touchdown will go to him. Back to pass once again, looking for the deep ball. He's beat his man on the outside. Pedro bringing in the game's second touchdown. Cortez Bragg's a short run up the gut. 3-score lead for the Minutemen here in Toledo. And the boys are firing it up. Oh, look at him go. He's hitting the worm, folks. You know the vibes are high when that one gets pulled out. 27-10 the final. Player of the game to the defense, Roland Hedgie. Our game against Akron. We kicked a couple field goals to start, but taking the lead there, and this would be a game-winning field goal. Had to just cross the finish line, just get enough to beat our opponent. And we do what we need to do, adding another win to the tally. 21-19, a scramble, the RPO, he pulls it down, Jay Schraff to the outside, 10, 5, and out of bounds at the 3. Short yard touchdown. Brandon Hood on the stretch play, a juke there. We're inside the 10, one of his best rushes in weeks. Looking for the screenplay again. Brandon Hood, a pancake there from our offensive line, I beg your pardon. We're going to go back to it here. Brandon Hood, wide receivers blocking down the field. He cuts it back inside. 15, 10, 5. And another touchdown over the Golden Flashes. 31-7 the final. Brandon Hood, player of the game, and we'll get a 3-star quarterback as well as a halfback. And the boys in the Northeast, they know who the preeminent power of college football is. Rivalry game here against the UB Bulls. Laying the boom. Inside of a minute to go, this field goal would be blocked. And Buffalo falls on it. We head to overtime, looking for a deep ball here. Cortez Braggs cannot hang on. We're going to drop our first game in the season, a stunner. But it wouldn't stop us from bringing boys back onto the team. Going to need to win out the rest of the way to even have a shot at the college football playoff. And plays like that certainly will help that cause. All Minutemen in this one. The scramble, Blake Herbert. I guess he didn't hit the transfer portal. He gets back in there. Offensive stagnation, Jay Schraff. Only time he saw the field, apparently, to shake hands. Not quite the same level of commitments. Bunch of 1-stars, but a big week for him. And we're returning to Ohio. I believe in year 1, we lost a game we shouldn't have, knocking us out of the conference championship game. And Jay Schraff, not as many interceptions. That ball almost a turnover. But he's back on the field. He gets the starting nod today. But he fumbles the ball. A turnover, and it's going to be a touchback into the end zone. I'm not sure if his knee hit the turf first. And it's clear that ball is out. Would not turn into points for the Bobcats, though. Another scramble from Jay. And he gets a huge hit, knocking himself out of bounds inside the 5. A little RPO to the tight end, and we finally have a 2-score lead. Some breathing room. Gonna get it to Cortez, needing some blocks. A remarkable juke back inside, and that would put it away. In the regular season finale, a deep ball here to the tight end. He brings it in. The rivalry contest against BC to determine the best college football program in the state of Massachusetts. Going the way of the Minutemen. We're inside the top 15, so a win here and then another win in the conference championship game could get us into the playoffs. We can't count our chickens before they hatch. A turnover giving BC life. They tie the game at 17 inside of 2 minutes. We'll get the RPO up the seam to the tight end to give us a late lead. We're getting jiggy with it now. We'll head into the MAC Conference Championship game in Detroit with 11 wins on the season. Tomorrow to play Ball State. 20-13. Some may say this is a round of 32 game, if you will. Currently in there, but a win not in there, I beg your pardon. UAB getting the G5 spot. This could be a game, folks. This could be one we remember. We got R1, the deep crosser, leaving the secondary in his dust. Drive continuing, 3rd and 13. Gonna hit him on the out route. Pedro is in the end zone. UMass looking for some points. Not sure why we're not kicking the field goal to take a 2-score lead. We're forcing the action, and we'll take a 2-touchdown lead. The gamble pays off. Under 4 to play in the contest. A ball underthrown to Snodgrass, and it'll be an interception. Ball State taking advantage. Under a minute to play. Keeping the ball in our hands to win the game. And the ball is dropped. A big passing play gives Ball State the victory as time expires. No wonder we had a formidable opponent as our conference championship defeatress winning the Heisman. We have to settle for the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. A little sneak into the end zone. Gonna give us our 12th win of the season, but we'll always wonder what this year could have been if we had not gone for it on fourth down. Texas over Miami in the national championship game, and we do have some men leaving, but we also have somebody about to be drafted. Elijah Newby from Connecticut. We won't have him on the team next year. Brandon Hood, he's also getting drafted. All that belief in him, it finally pays off. And in year 5, we'll look to regain our MAC conference championship and play off berth.